Would you like your Thermador stove going from this to this in very little time? Well, just stick around and I'll show you how. My Thermador range is not in my kitchen just for looks. I have a functional kitchen. I use my stove every day, and this is how it gets when you cook. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I clean my stove to make it look nice and pretty again. The oven doesn't get as dirty as the stove top. I don't use it as much. It just needs a little bit of wiping, and I don't use heavy chemicals on the oven. Just use water, Dawn, and some vinegar, and that's it. I will show you on a different video how I clean my vent. I'm going to start by removing the grates from the stove. I'll be using Easy Off. Sprayed it all over evenly and generously. Close the bag and let it sit there. In the meantime, I'm going to start boiling some water with vinegar. And while this is getting to a boiling point, I'm going to start removing all the loose crumbs from the stove. And you don't want to miss this step. It's very important for you to remove all those loose crumbs because that will scratch your stove when you are cleaning it. So make sure to take your time to remove those crumbs. Now I'm adding some baking soda, and be generous here, add as much as you want. This is not going to scratch your stove. Also using some Dawn soap, and this is a degreaser, so it'll just help with the cleaning. The water is now boiling hot, so I'll start adding a little bit so that we can create kind of like a paste, and this will help remove all those stubborn stains, the hot water. So just let it sit there so that the baking soda, the Dawn, and the vinegar will do its job. Now I'm gonna remove the burner tops and setting them aside, and I'm gonna start using a non-scratch sponge. And as you can tell, I'm not scraping too hard. I'm just being gentle here, and of course, adding enough pressure. For the burner tops, again, I'm using vinegar, Dawn, and water, just spraying them lightly. And while they soak, I'm going to go back to the stove using a microfiber cloth so that I can start wiping all of the soap, and take your time here. Do a little bit of scraping too, so that you make sure that everything it's nice and clean. Going back to the burner tops, right here I'm using the scratch-free sponge and just scraping a little bit, rinsing them, and I'll set them aside to dry. And time to go back to the stove again with a clean microfiber cloth and continue wiping. You want to make sure that you're removing all the soap and the baking powder from the stove so that you don't have any white spots later on. And take your time doing this. Like I said, enjoy the process. It's actually fun cleaning your stove, and looking forward to the final results. Going back to the burner tops, right here, I'm just getting them all nice and dry, and look at them, how beautiful, how nice and clean, how satisfying is to look at that. Now it's time to go back to the stove and start cleaning the rest. And for this, I'm using a microfiber cloth again with just a little bit of water and Dawn, and just making sure that I'm removing all the dust and any possible grease spots that I might have in there. So just take your time here. And also, going back to the grates, just remove them from the bag. They've been sitting there for about 20 minutes by now, and not a lot of scraping. The Easy Off it has done its magic for you. So all you need to do is just, wipe them. And I'm using this Sheila Shine again with a microfiber cloth, and this is going to give it that beautiful shine to all your stainless steel area of the stove. So again, take your time to do this, and this is the final results. Look at your stove, it's looking nice and pretty and is ready to be used again and to enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you. And trust me, I've tried all the cleaning supplies out there, and this is what has worked the best for me.